morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us at QUT for what promises to be a deeply important and timely conversation about justice, equity, and integrity in Australia's energy transition. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the symposium, A Just Energy Transition, Law, Economics and Public Policy. I'm Professor Sara Couperthwaite. I'm one of the co-directors here at QUT's Energy Transition Centre, along with my other co-director, Raja Jurak, who unfortunately could not join us today. So just to get started, it's customary that we do a welcome to country here at QUT. The QUT acknowledges the Turrbal and Yagara as the First Nations owners of the lands where QUT now stands. We pay respect to their elders, laws, customs and creation spirits. We recognise that these lands have always been places of teaching, research and learning, and QUT acknowledges the important role Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people play within the QUT community. So just to get started, I thought seeing as though we're hosting the symposium today, I'd give you a little bit of background of what the Energy Transition Centre is. So the Centre's vision is to be at the forefront of the global energy transition, pioneering innovative solutions to secure sovereign supply lines of critical minerals and energy technologies, promote renewable energy adoption, enhance energy security and ultimately provide real-world opportunities to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. The Centre was established as a hub where research, industry and government meet to address the grand challenges of decarbonisation. Its vision is to produce solutions that enable, accelerate and support the transition to green, sustainable and renewable energy through innovative research that is co-developed with community partners. What makes the Energy Transition Centre unique is that we don't look at technologies across the supply chain in isolation, but instead examine the entire system, upstream and downstream, including the human, social and economic forces that shape adoption. Technologies do not transition on their own. People transition, communities transition, markets, laws and institutions transition. And it's the social sciences that help us understand how and whether these technological advances will also transition. The Centre addresses the full supply chain from sustainable minerals, resources and infrastructure through to energy production, storage, integration of energy, the digitisation through the Internet of Energy program, and finally, the one that underpins us all, energy policy, markets and human factors. We are committed to conducting cutting-edge research, fostering partnerships, advocating for policy change, enabling the transition of scientific discoveries through demonstration, and supporting education programs that build capacity for energy system adoption. At its core, the Centre creates a place of interdisciplinary collaboration and seeks to bring communities together to develop solutions that are not only technologically sound, but work in practice and work for people. So my work and why the transition depends more than technology. So in my own research, I'm really a critical mineral extraction specialist and energy material synthesis person. And these materials and minerals underpin every part of the energy transition, from the lithium in our batteries, from the silicon in our solar panels to the rare earths in our wind turbines, and so much more. There are so many critical minerals in this room, it's unbelievable. But without access to sustainable critical minerals, the transition slows, and we cannot reach our national or global decarbonation targets. But again, the presence of minerals is not enough. The technology is not enough. The policy is not enough. The transition will succeed only if people trust the process, see themselves in the future we are building, and have equitable opportunities to benefit. This is why social science must be embedded at every stage, from technology design to regulation, to market creation, to implementation. Because a transition that is technologically advanced, but socially unjust, is not a transition at all. It is simply another system that will fail to be adopted. So today's symposium, what you're all here for, I think it's a great lineup of speakers and a great number of themes that are going to be covered. It will focus on achieving a just energy transition in Australia. The Future Made in Australia Act aims to position Australia as a renewable energy superpower, with major investment in refining and processing critical minerals, renewable hydrogen, green metals, low carbon fuels and clean energy manufacturing. And today's symposium will explore 5 session themes: innovative policy, the circular economy and the right to repair, information justice, climate justice, and First Nations clean energy strategy and Indigenous knowledge. Speakers will explore the policy debate and opportunities for Australia in the circular economy space based on the Productivity Commission, which has been investigating how we can improve materials productivity and efficiencies in ways that benefit the economy and the environment. As misinformation and disinformation grow, particularly in climate and energy, information justice becomes central to public trust and equitable decision making. Speakers today will explore topics from greenwashing litigation to the Senate's inquiry into deceptive environmental claims, to international approaches like the EU's Green Claims Directive. Climate change is not merely a technical or economic challenge. It is fundamentally a question of human rights, fairness, and global responsibility. So today, the symposium will explore matters of climate justice, including a briefing on the International Court of Justice advisory opinion on the obligations of states with respect to climate change, discussions on landmark Torres Strait Islander communities' climate litigation, and a review of the proceedings of the 30th UN Climate Conference, COP30 in Brazil. Today, the Australian First Nations Clean Energy Strategy will be examined, a national framework to ensure First Nations communities are not only beneficiaries, but partners and leaders in the transition. This includes broader questions about Indigenous knowledge, Indigenous intellectual property, and Indigenous rights. And throughout the day, the theme of just, equitable, transparent, and socially grounded transition will be threaded throughout. A closing thought. As I open today's event, I would like to leave you with this thought. The energy transition is not just about technology. It is about collaboration in all forms. Technologies, the social sciences, and the relationships we build to take innovations into the real world. It is about linking disciplines, industries, and communities in new ways. And it is about having the courage to act boldly so that Australia can lead in building a cleaner, more sustainable energy future. And with that, it is my great honour to officially open a Just Energy Transition, Law, Economics and Public Policy. Thank you.